I've been altering and updating some of my tooling, what I sell and what I use. I found this shallow tapered cutter slash slitter on the right, along with this slot drift in the center to be more useful when working with somewhat larger sized steel. Here you can see the shallow slitter next to my previous slitter, both prior to me dressing the edges. Here's a finished version of my previous slitter. This design resists deforming better, but the angles and taper make it harder to penetrate into thicker steel. Here's the new shallow slitter and slot drift after I dressed the edges. I'll quickly go through the process of handling one, then use these in tandem to slice and drift through a piece of larger steel. So here they are. After some use, I slightly altered the slitter in 3 ways. I'll go over that later in this video. This is 38mm square, or roughly 1.5 inches. Make sure you mark both sides accurately. I always go very slowly at first and just make my marks very clear on both sides. I'm going to show the actual number of heats it takes for me to slice through this piece. Given the 19mm diameter of these tools and the length of the business end in front of the handle, this stock is probably the upper range for them. And even with the proper tools, slicing through and forming an eye is not an easy job by hand hammering. I alternate between the slitter and this slot drift in order to spread the material enough to make it easier for the slitter to slice through. I notice the slitter deforming more than it should. There are 3 points that I need to alter just a little bit. I need to taper the sides more, I need to create a secondary bevel, and more radius on the very end. Back to the slot drift. I'm taking time recently to improve my own tooling, and this hammer I'm making here is for my own use. I changed those 3 points I mentioned on the fly with my angle grinder and a flap disc. It's important to keep in mind that all tools used on hot steel, even these made from H13, will deform to some degree with heavy use. But I find the small changes I made make a big difference. When forming an eye, you have to have patience. I see some guys using power hammers or hydraulic presses accomplishing this task in one heat, but the thing you have to remember is that your arm is not a hydraulic press. By my count, this is the 8th heat, and I get through on this heat. As I mentioned, these tools are on the small side for larger eye forming. After slicing through, I move on to larger handheld punches and drifts to complete the eye forming. I'll continue to make some slight alterations as I see fit, but as they stand, I'm fairly pleased. A big thank you to everyone who supports my channel.